Hello everyone, and welcome back to Hell's Garage. I'm just kidding. Welcome back to the channel. You know who I am, at least hopefully. Yeah. Obviously, the truck's in the garage, and obviously the hood popped. Why wouldn't the truck be in the garage without the hood being popped? I don't know. I guess sometimes I do park in here. But anyway, here's the situation. I got 5 codes. One of them was EGR position code, so incorrect EGR position for a certain amount of time. It's a dealership code. It's like I have the codes. I'll throw them up here somewhere, probably like right about here. I mean, they're all the long list here, but EGR code, another EGR code, which is insufficient flow, and then another EGR code, which was what was it? Low sensor voltage. That's what it was. And then I also got a cylinder 2 misfire code and another like manufacturer specific code that I looked up, and I can't remember what it is, but it's probably going to be like this one on the list. So anyway, that's where we're at. I took off the EGR system, right? Oh, maybe I'll purge the lines, see if there's anything wrong with it. As you can see, don't mind that, we're getting to that. As you can see, EGR tubing and all of that jazz is on the floor and not in there, and half of the lights are on. I'm gonna go fix that. The EGR valve is right here. Boop, boop. And also don't mind that, getting to that. But anyway, I was taking the tubes out and a bolt snapped. I know, right? Amazing. Best thing. So got it the rest of the way off. And of course it wasn't the one that was on the intake manifold. It's the one on the exhaust manifold. To be precise, that one right there. Oh, whoa. That one right there. And yes, it does look all jacked up, and we're getting to that. So first I started to think, okay, drill out the center, throw in an easy out. Right. Of course, easy out broke, so now there's an easy out in there. Great. Can't drill through those. What's the next play? Well, I didn't know, so I went to bed because it was 11 o'clock and I was very pissed. Come out here today after work, working for my uncle today. This is one of the few days I get off for winter break because of cheer nationals, whatever. Different story, different time, right? Get out here today, and I'm like, okay, I'm going to try to do a high temperature weld on a nut, fill in the nut, and hopefully that temperature would shock the bolt enough to where the cell structure would basically expand and then change and relax around the threads. Yeah, that didn't work. I can't get a solid weld because I can't get onto it straight because, well, the manifold is still in the truck, and it's like the worst bolt to ever get to, apparently. So yeah, now we're here. I'm taking the exhaust manifold off. So I already have all 6 of the exhaust manifold bolts off. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, all the way back there. You can't see it because it's not focusing. There it is. And I checked cylinder 2 spark plug. Lo and behold, where is the spark plug? Ah, there it is. Hey, hello? Oh, there it is. Oh, hi, coolant. Is that where you've been all my life? I believe so. So anyway, that's fun. Found out where my coolant leak is. Oh, sweet. But yeah, now I have to get this bolt out. Still don't know what's wrong with the EGR system. I haven't been able to put it back on. I'm missing a fucking bolt. So, getting the exhaust manifold off now. I have the lower bolts for the flange to the Y pipe all lubed up and ready to, well, hopefully ready. Imagine I break one of those. Not gonna think like that. Should be ready to come out. And that's what we are going to go attempt right now. Okay guys, we have an exciting not the toolboxes. This thing. Where is it? There it is. Got the exhaust manifold out. And it didn't even take that very long. One of the bolts was, or one of the nuts was being kind of a bitch, but she figured it out. She figured it out, okay? So now we have this on the vise, and the vise is clamped down, not too tight, uses this cast steel, and it will break. So yeah, time to start grinding on you. Yeah, this is gonna be fun. Gonna be real fun. Oh, I need to get another grinding. I need to get another stone grinding bit. I'll do that in a minute. I gotta get it down to where I can actually grind it first. Cause that easy out is still in there underneath. Well, what that is right there is a tack weld. So it's still in there underneath that tack weld. And you know, oh. Yeah, no wonder this thing didn't come out. This thing is dirty. Okay guys, it is the next day. The day I need to go back to school. And this is where we're at. I had to get a new manifold. I tried a bunch of things. I tried drilling the bolt out. That didn't work. After that, I tried to weld it again. And I could get a better weld, but that also didn't work. It didn't get enough penetration onto it. So I just had to say screw it, and we got a new manifold. So that's where we're at now. And I mean, it's not like it's going to be that difficult. I mean, the old manifold is already out. So in reality, I just could have put some a little bit of thread locker on the manifold bolts. I got to put the studs in for the collector down there. There she is. And yeah, I came with new bolts for the EGR, so that's perfect. EGR's up there. So that's taken care of. And then I just got to put it in, put the studs in. I might honestly connect it to the head first and get all that torqued down and get that taken care of. And then go and put the studs in, because I got some pretty good clearance. I don't know. I might mock it up while it's in the truck and see what kind of room I have under there to be able to get the studs in. I might be deciding that is not the way to go about it, and I don't know. Probably just vise it up with a rag on it so I don't scratch anything and torque the studs that way. But yeah, it shouldn't be that difficult now that we have the new exhaust manifold. But I still don't think I'm going to be able to drive this thing back to pit. I'm probably going to be taking my mom's car and making a trip back up here to grab this thing, because obviously I showed you the spark plug in the last clip. Pretty sure that hopefully, honestly, hopefully the head gasket failed on this right side. Because if it did, then that saves me a lot of trouble, and it saves me a lot of money, honestly. because the guy that we can take it to, my family has gone through him for a while, and he'll just throw one on, and it'll be as simple as that. But if we had to take it out to a machine shop and get it resurfaced, the head, that is, well, that's going to be a bitch. And if the block needs resurfaced, well, yeah. Honestly, if this engine comes out of here, it's not going back in the way it is. It's being rebuilt. So, at that point, I think I'll be getting a rental vehicle and rebuilding an engine. So, that'll be fun. But anyway, I am going to get cracking on this exhaust manifold. Get it all prepped. Get it all ready to go in. And then, get to going. See if I can get this thing running. And honestly, if it runs all right, I really don't want to drive this thing on a blown head gasket. But, I mean, it's been done. But at the same time, I mean, I can take my mom's car, and I know that. But do I want to? No, I don't. So I'm going to get moving. I'll let you guys know what I decided for the studs and the easiest way to do it. And, yeah, I got the studs installed, as you can see there. I decided it was going to be easier to do it off the truck, just using the 2-nut method, which, if you guys don't know what that is, you install the stud as far as you can by hand, and then you take the nuts for these studs, as you can see, and you take the flared end, put it up, so basically putting the nut on upside down, and you get it on down there like that, somewhere around there. Then you take the second nut and you put it on right side up against it. And then once they're butted up against each other, you take two 15s, because these nuts are 15s. Put one like that, put the other like that, and then you tighten it down. And then you can freely spin the stud, which I'm not going to do because this is already done. You can freely spin the stud and tighten the stud down into the manifold or the wheel, whatever you're putting studs on. So that's that. Now the next thing I need to do to prep this is, damn, I'm just dropping everything off this box. You got to put this gasket, or what I like to call them, donuts. You got to put the donut onto here, and this goes right here, just like that. And you can see there are tabs. Maybe if I turn off the flash, you'll be able to see it better. Yeah, kind of. There we go. There's the focus. There are tabs on here, but you don't want to bend these in, because what these tabs do is it holds it into the manifold. As you can see, there's a little bit of a recess right here, and this just slips on here like this. And it might be a little bit difficult, especially with new hardware, as all things are nowadays, you know. But if you get it lined up right, I don't even know if I can do it with one hand. But you just got to press it on in, and you should be able to do it by hand. You shouldn't need any special press or anything like that. I don't think I can do it with one hand. No. It does not appear so. Okay, hang on. Okay, I got it in. Just fair warning. These are much harder to get in when both of them are new, instead of just one of them being new. So I did have to use just a little bit, just like little taps. A little bit of persuasion. And if you do that, you want to make sure to stay on this steel ring right here and not actually get into this gasket material, because this is much softer and it will dent it, and then you could create an exhaust leak if you do that. But yeah, that's in, that's installed, and as you can see, I mean, it's not going nowhere, and that's what you want. So this end is good. Now we got to move on to here. Okay. And as you can see, this is just a little bit different than, there it is, than my old one. So my old one does not have this. The original equipment one does not have this little, oh damn, I'm bleeding. That's tragic. Get off of there. The original equipment one does not have this. It only has the EGR. And what do you know? This is literally half of what I need for an EGR block-off plate. I need that. I need the piece that goes onto the intake manifold, and I need a tune. So I am going to be saving this, but if we take this off here, maybe. Lock washers. Okay. Well, anyway, I got to tighten down these because they are not tight in there. That's already gasketed and blocked off, as you can see. Gonna take this off, and keep this plate, and you know, maybe do some tuning later. And then it should be ready to go in with these exhaust manifold bolts and some blue thread locker. So let's get after that, and I will catch you guys up probably when I have this in and the EGR system is about to go on, which is all the way over there. Hi. Okay. All right. So skipping ahead a little bit. Exhaust manifold is back in. Well, the new one is in. EGR all hooked up. I even put the cover back on. I haven't had that cover on in a long time. And the EGR is hooked up down there as well. And everything is torqued, along with the collector for the manifold. And I have already started it up. It does run properly. But sure, I could take it to pit right now. But I also don't want it to do exactly what it did to me when I started this project, which was lack of power and, you know, 10 miles onto the highway or something like that. So we're going to bring it into a shop because I do not have time to do it. I believe that it is the head gasket on the right side over there, but you can never be too sure, and I don't want to go on and pull the truck apart 100% and find out, oh, the head gasket is fine. There's actually just a coolant passage that has busted, so that would be kind of shitty. As for right now, I am going to, well, I already cleaned up. So I'm going to go inside and get ready to go back to pit. Because that's another thing I got to do tonight is drive 2 hours back to pit. But as far as the video goes, this will be the end of it. If you guys enjoyed or learned something, I don't know if you did. I don't even think I did. Yeah, go on ahead and give it a like. If you want to see more videos that I put out, of course, depending on how much I do, because I have been really bad about it recently, go on ahead and subscribe. And, yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. And hopefully it isn't, well, me on the side of the road with the truck broken down. Hopefully it gets fixed and it's good to go for a while. And yeah, we can keep on moving on with, I don't know, improvements instead of repairs. So we'll see how far that goes. But anyway, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.